Hey, what's going on everyone? Welcome back to another video here on the channel. Today we're going to be going over a strategic way that's going to be able to help you narrow down specifically one of the most important factors when determining if you should sell something. I truly believe that finding an idea is not the hard part. It's knowing whether to pick an idea that's the hard part, right? There's millions of ideas. You can find an idea anywhere. I could look around this room, I could find an idea. So I think we're focusing on the wrong part of product research. I want to show you how to become an expert at analyzing products. And this one tool that I just somehow figured out and started playing around with today does exactly that. So be sure to like and subscribe if you happen to be new. And without further ado, let's jump right into it. So we're gonna move over into my computer here. And of course, we're just gonna be using one of my examples. If you know my channel, you'll know this example well. It's one of my products that sells very well. If you're new here, you don't know what we do, I do openly share my product ideas. I wanted to kind of make this whole channel in the fashion of a case study, just following me along, seeing what I do and how I scale my business. So be sure to show some love to the like button if you appreciate that in this space. All right, so as we've established, this is my product right here. And it is a good product, it's selling well, it's very profitable. So I wanna show you how to find something like that. But like I said, finding the idea is not the hard part. So really what I wanna show you is how to, efficiently and confidently make decisions about what your next product is going to be, because really that's the nature of the business, is to scale up and sell more and more products on Amazon to make more and more money. So what you can do is, the main important lesson that I want you to take away from this is just to make sure that your product has search demand from a customer, and it should be exactly what your product is. For example, shelf would be far too broad for my product. People have actually asked me, hey, why don't you try and make a push on like just the word like wall hanging shelf or just like shelf? Well, it's because my product's very niche and I know where I belong. Part of the reason why people get themselves in trouble with, sales and not having a good product is because they try and go places where their product just doesn't sell well. I know very well where this is supposed to be. It's a niche product, it's high ticket. I wouldn't rank successfully for something as broad as shelf. It's just not the right market. So you need to have an exact phrase that has over 1,000 searches. That tends to be the minimum of search volume I like for my main exact keyword search. So the first thing you would do is you would check in on how much search volume this has on Helium 10's magnet tool. This is my favorite keyword research tool. If you don't have Helium 10, you actually get it down in the link below. There's a discount there for you. You get 10% off for life. Is actually the one that I have. I do pay for it. So macrame shelf, we're gonna type that in here. We're gonna do get keywords. We're gonna do new search because we wanna know the latest data on this. We don't want to pull up old data. So you can see there's actually 2.359K searches for this product. You can see right here, I actually am one of the top products for that search, which is great. I would expect to be. So yeah, well over our goal of 1,000. Once you've confirmed that, again, make sure it's exactly your product. So if you're selling, I wouldn't count, I could search shelf and that's going to have whatever, I don't know, 100,000 searches per month, okay? But that's not what I'm doing. I'm searching for exactly what my product is, which is a macrame shelf. Once you know exactly what your product is, if you've watched any of my videos before, you'll know that I say you want to find a market where there's now a lack of high quality competitors. All right, I really have no one in my space that's doing what I'm doing as good as I'm doing it. So for when you're still in the research phase, it's hard to effectively do that if you don't know exactly what you're looking for. Now you could do what I did, I told you to do this before. Scroll through here and look for, if there's a lack of high quality competition. That could take a while and it could be kind of, you have to do that for every market you find. A far more effective way I've found is if you go over to Helium 10 and you go into Black Box, and then you use this tool called competitors right here. So I really just discovered this today. I'm not gonna lie. I was bouncing around, I was doing some research. I figured this out and I was like, oh my God, this is gonna be so helpful for everyone that watches my videos because I tell them to do this exact thing, but really we're doing it the manual way. We could actually just go like this, ready? So in this case, I'll actually grab my ASIN right here because I'm one of the best selling, arguably the best selling macrame shelf. And we'll put that in here. So you would grab your best selling competitor. And what that's going to do is it's going to pull up all the products that are related to your product. So what I want you to start thinking about is try and find markets where there's less than 25 high quality competitors. I would argue even less than 15, because there's about 15 listings that show up on mobile of Amazon. So if you could get less than 15 high quality competitors, you could easily take over one of those spots, because really no one's, providing exactly what the customer is looking for. You come in with what they are looking for. That's going to be a win-win situation. So we're going to come in here, and you could see 168. Well, that's not even close to 25. Yeah, but look, these aren't my products, right? These are just things that are similar. These are floating shelves. These are hanging shelves that aren't macrame. This is just a floating shelf that's iron. It has nothing to do with mine, okay? So what we want to do is narrow it down, and we're going to use these advanced filters. That's really what won my heart over with Helium 10. I just keep liking this software more and more as the more I use it. They have such good filters. I'm such a nerd when it comes to analyzing data. I just love numbers and being able to manipulate numbers in a way that shows me exactly what I'm looking for, and they've provided exactly that. So in the title, I want the title of my competitor to have the word macrame in it, okay? So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna put macrame, and we're gonna hit search. Okay, 168 now becomes 41 products. Well, we're still not at 25 products, or less than 25, or 15 in that case. That's like really what I'm looking for. But as we look through here, well, wait, these are macrame plant hangers, and this is just a macrame woven wall hanging like piece of decor, and so is that, and so is that, and so is that. A majority of these aren't the right products still. Well, that wasn't very efficient. Well, what we can do is we could then come in here, you just put a comma after the word you're looking for. Now you could add another word. So now I want to make sure that my competitors that are relating to my product, out of those 168, have the word macrame and have the word shelf in their title. Now let's go ahead and hit search there and see what that kicks back. Wow, okay, so there's actually only 9 now, okay? So that means that all of these listings have the word macrame and shelf in their title, which if they have macrame and shelf in their title, that means they're probably actively trying to rank for both of those keywords. So those are gonna be our direct high quality competitors. And now what I'm going to do is I'm gonna actually add another filter, because I said high quality competitors. So I want my competitors to have a minimum of 5 images, or even 6. 6 is good. I think any good Amazon listing has a minimum of 5 or 6 images. So we're gonna do 6 images there. And I also want my competitor to be sold as a prime listing, okay? So anyone who's merchant fulfilling their listings, obviously not a super high quality competitor, and therefore won't be hard to combat. So we're gonna go ahead and hit search now, and let's see. Okay, so that brought it down to 7. So really just 7 main competitors, and here they are. These are all correct. These are all macrame shelves. Some of them aren't even in the right style. We're really focused on just this style, so were we to count that, we have 2 competitors selling essentially what I'm selling, which is this tiered macrame shelf. So I thought this would be a really fun video to bring to you guys, and also very educational. Hopefully you could walk away from this, and if you have Helium 10, you could do this right now. If you don't have it, you could simply pick it up and start utilizing it, because this is really something that is showing you exactly what you want to look for in a quick and efficient way. This is one of my favorite pieces of criteria to use when I'm judging when I'm going to be launching a new product, is how many competitors do I have? Okay, I don't want this to be an uphill battle where I'm fighting through everyone. I have to spend a ton on ads. When I get there, I might not even stick because people have 500 reviews and I'm just getting kicked off. So this is a really effective way to apply what I've taught you in past videos, or maybe you're new here, hopefully stick around, and what I'm going to teach you in future videos is find products where there's more customers searching for it than there is sellers. 2,400 customer searches versus just, we had determined is actually like 3 main competitors, and even 7 is nothing, okay? You're gonna be easily able to get into those top listings and rank for that product. So there's a really effective way that you can kind of sort through there. And then what you could do, obviously, is don't just rely on that, go back to the market and try and pick out those sellers and see where they are, see how they're doing. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video. Be sure to like and subscribe if you haven't already. But I'll see you here back on the channel tomorrow for the last video of the week. Later.